Hello everyone. Let us talk about calculated columns. Now imagine in this data set, I ask you to take one of the columns and multiply all the values by 100, just as an example. Or to make a more realistic problem, let us say that we have the ship date and the order date, and I would like you to find the dispatch time. If all of you recall, we can do this in Power Query as well, which means that I can go to transform data. Then we select add column. We select custom column. And it's very simple. All I have to do is I have to say that my dispatch time, and I'm going to write M because we have written this in Power Query, is nothing but the ship date minus my order date. Click on OK and you get the result. Let's convert this into a whole number. And I will now close and apply from the Power Query window. Now that would be one way of doing it. We have already done it before. And you can see here on the right side that a new column has been created. But we can do this in DAX as well. So now I can go to the data view, something we haven't done so far. And you will notice at the top, we have an option called new column. But this is not the same as Power Query. Here we are creating a new column using DAX. So I click on it. You notice that the formula bar opens up. You can either pinch in, pinch out, use Control, scroll up, scroll down on the mouse, or you can just press Control plus, Control minus to zoom in and zoom out in the formula bar. Now here again, we will say that our dispatch time is equal to my ship date minus my order date. And you notice we end up getting the same result. We have a new column with us, but we have to make sure to convert this column into a whole number. So I'm going to select the data type and make this into a whole number. And here you can see we get the same result. Now the question is, which is a better option and how do you decide? Now see, in certain cases, both of them work. But typically, if you want to change your data at the source level, even before you load it into Power BI, it is suggested that you do this in Power Query. Honestly, calculated columns in DAX aren't used that much. They are, but not that frequently. We will cover a few examples where calculated columns might be used, but mostly Power Query is where you will do these type of operations, adding two columns, subtracting, etc. In the next video, I will talk about how you typically use DAX, which is via something called a measure.